Hey, what's up, everyone? I was expecting a lot more fucking questions on that last video, but I didn't get very... Well, I got a lot of questions, but not a lot of people watched it or posted... Not a lot of individuals posted questions, but regardless, whatever. So this is the answers video. Now, I'm probably going to be doing like two parts of this. Well, technically three, because Captain Andy actually asked what kind of guitars I own. That basically needs its own video. So anyway, yeah, this is the answers video. I'm probably going to be going into a lot of detail. And I got some good questions. Unfortunately, I haven't really had the time to, because some people have asked about bands. They said you should check out this song. I haven't really had the chance yet, but I will to those people, and I'm going to say that. I'm going to read everyone's name and all that good shit. So, yeah, anyhow, I actually got a question, because now I have a smartphone. I'm in the fucking 21st century now. So I can actually read them on this instead of doing it the old-fashioned way, where I'm printing them off or reading them on a screen. I just do them on, well, I guess it's technically a screen. But anyway, Coughlin actually sent me a message via Facebook, a question, I should say, and I figured I'd start out with this one because it's easier to just do that one and then go to the YouTube ones. But so anyway, basically his question was this in a nutshell: who are the three worst people I've come in contact with on YouTube? And it had to be people I dealt with directly. Now, I'm also going to put like another restrictor on that, and that's going to be people that actually made videos, because, I mean, if you talk about, like, worst people, I don't know, I'd be digging through comments for a long fucking time. I've dealt with some really fucked up people in the comment section, and I have a habit of going to people's channels, see if they do anything, because if they're going to give me shit on my video, I might as well give them shit on their videos, and I've done that before. A lot of times it's just people that have, like, one video, some bullshit video, but anyway, so yes, I'm going to put that as, basically, like, another qualifier, I guess you could say, on this question. Now, these aren't in any particular order, but I'm just going to talk about them. I believe, like, I think this is kind of in order of, like, when I came across them. Now, the first person is, I believe his name was Kababayan. This was one of the first people I started attacking on YouTube. This is back in, like, 2009, so it's been a while, but this is back when I was doing my videos originally, like, when I would just hold the camera. I was, like, in the complete dark, except like the computer monitor was lighting my face. But I found this guy because what he would do is he'd go around challenging atheists, and basically he would say, I can defeat atheism. So I'm like, okay, lay it on me, motherfucker. So basically his argument was, something can't come from nothing, so there has to be something that created everything. I win! And it's like, no, logical fallacy, special pleading. And I get to like, okay, well, what created God? Okay, then there you go. You haven't proven shit. You said, okay, something can't come from nothing. You don't know that. You can't prove that to me. You can't give me an example of nothing and show me that nothing comes from it. But, you know, so I went to his channel. Now, he was like one of these little fucking high school kids who, like, they're all Christy. Like, he actually had, like, these after-school special joke videos, and they were just the most adorable little things, you know, basically, like, why was 6 afraid of 7, or what, shit like that, or, I was really tempted, I may have done it, I don't really recall, I think the videos are gone, but I think I was putting fucked up jokes on there, like, why do they boil water when a baby's being born? Because if it comes out dead, they can make soup. Just fucked up shit like that. I believe I did this, most of the time I was drunk when I was doing that kind of shit, so there's a good possibility I was putting a bunch of dead baby jokes, because I got tons of them, but, another little stupid fucking thing about him was, he said and this is back, like, when YouTube, like, you could, you know, put real shit on your channels, not just, like, basically it's a little sidebar, he said he's changing the phrase LMAO, laughing my ass off, to LMHO, laughing my head off, because of course ass is vulgar. So that's this little motherfucker. But the thing that makes me think he is just fucking horrible as a human being is this. He had videos of dolphin and whaling ships killing dolphins and whales. And it wasn't like, you know, Star Trek 4, which, by the way, just fair warning here, I am going to be talking about Star Trek a lot. There's a lot of things that made me think of Star Trek when I was reading through the questions. But anyhow, it wasn't like in Star Trek 4 where they're showing it, it's like, look how fucking horrible this is. In Star Trek 4 is The Voyage Home, or the one with the whales, and that was basically hitting you over the head, like, stop fucking killing dolphins and whales, is bad. But he wasn't showing this like, look how fucking horrible this is. Look how bad this is. No, he supports it. And to me, I'm like, wait, what? You support that? And I called him out. He's like, it's a part of their culture. Okay, here's the thing. I have family. I was born in Texas, so half my family is basically from the South. The other half is from the North. I had members of both sides that owned slaves. Couldn't I say, well, that's part of my culture? Yeah, I think I should get a slave. That's part of my culture. We had slaves. And I know some people are going to say it's different because, it's animals. No, fuck that. Killing dolphins, they're not even supposed to be doing it in the first fucking place, but this asshole is supporting it. Now, his channel might still be up. I think maybe like a year or so ago, I went back and checked it. But I completely forget what's on his fucking channel because I don't want to deal with, fucked up videos like that. So that is number one. Now, number two is a guy, for those of you who have been watching me for a while or go and check out my old shit, I was getting into it with a guy named Mystical Forest, Nick. This is one of the reasons I have to do this during videos. Now, Nick was a special kind of asshole. Nick was pretty stupid. Now, on the channel originally, I guess like his girlfriend actually made the channel, and he kind of just took over by making videos and all that shit. But she actually put like, Nick doesn't put comments because he's illiterate. And that was very early on, and people really, they saw that he removed it, but those of us who, went to the channel and all that, we remembered it. Because he never did make comments. Like, I think I maybe saw like a few. It was just like, thank you and just shit like that, very small. But I mean, this guy, he was so fucking stupid. Like, he would, like, try to disprove things like evolution. He was, like, reading parts, and he would be like, in the Galapagos Islands, like, Galapagos, you fucking idiot. But he actually, like, seemed to take pride in his stupidity. And again, this is back when YouTube actually, you do shit with your channels. In the background, it was a picture of Ronald Reagan with with Sarah Palin. Sarah Palin, yeah, because she was apparently good. But then again, this is also the guy who said that the bailouts were bad. Like, we just shouldn't have done anything. We would have been better for it. It's like, how? I don't see how. But what he would do is he would, like, watch part of someone's video, like, play it in the video, just the audio. And he would respond to, like, the first, like, 10 seconds. And he was, like, one of these people who, he was an internet tough guy. He thought he was a badass, which, right. A doughy face fuck who is just a complete retard, but whatever. So he was sent my video by another user. I'm forgetting his fucking name at the moment. He was a French guy who Nick hated, but this French guy always gave him respect. Lapkine, that was his name. I think it was Lapkine77. Sent Nick my video because I did a video against him, and we kind of went back and forth. But I would actually thoroughly go into Nick's video, his videos, and he wouldn't do the same for mine. He would, like, take one little stupid, like, point and then, like, try to debunk it, like, oh, yeah, and I'm not making this shit up. Like, I don't know if he said this directly to me because the videos, like, he took down all of his videos, but he was like, birds evolutionizing from dinosaurs. That's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard. Evolutionizing. I'm not making that up. But, eventually he blocked me. So I'd sit there and post all my videos to him as video responses. And he wouldn't approve them. But, he was so fucking stupid. But he took his videos down. I believe it's because Obama won again. And the only video that I remember remaining was a video showing his brother. Because his brother's going to be, like, the next big fucking UFC fighter. He put... I guess he was trying to spell future fighter. But it was future and then F-U-T-E-R. It's like, really? Futer? I'm surprised he didn't spell it futer fitter, but, yeah, and it's just like his brother, like, breaking boards and shit. It's like, oh, man, and Nick was his trainer. It just, a completely useless fucking human being. This was also a guy who said, because he was, like, a certain percentage Native American, so he gets free health care. He said that universal health care he gets is his birthright because he has asthma. But universal health care for everyone else, that's bad. But then again, he also said if he could just get regular health insurance, he would do that rather than the government shit. It's like, no one is fucking forcing you to take the shit from the government. And, I mean, I could just go on and on about this fucking idiot. I mean, it's fucking astounding. But then again, he's a patriot. That's what he called himself. He's a patriot. Even though, because of his asthma, he couldn't go into the fucking service. Which I love these guys who can't go in the service, but they're patriots. Whatever. So the next guy, who's actually a fan of Mystical Force. I actually did a video against this guy. I'm going to kind of explain this story. Not going into every detail, but his name was... This is the douchiest fucking name I've seen in a long fucking time. GQ Unit 69. GQ Unit 69. Now, this guy, I mean, like, I think I kind of just, like, came across him because he was just so fucking stupid. Like, he'd make dumbass arguments, like, on a Bill Maher video, like a New Rules video, he put, like, man, this show sucks, bring back Ali G. It's like, okay, Sacha Baron Cohen stopped doing those characters. So why would they bring it back? He's not going to do the show. You can't really bring it back. There were 2 fucking seasons. And you can get them on DVD. They're pretty fucking cheap. But, so he was, you know, just doing videos about wrestling and boxing and his predictions. Like, I mean, and he actually used against people like, man, you sound like a Mayweather fan. It's like, he actually said this to me. I'm like, I don't even know what the fuck that's supposed to mean. I really don't. I mean, I was confused. But, the thing that got me was, I think he had a video called Atheism is Bullshit. I believe that's the title of it. But, he was talking about how evolution is bullshit. From the title. But he said, evolution, like, he was actually in, you know, these classes. He looked at these bones. He just saw monkey bones. Which, like, monkey, ape. But he was trying to say that evolution is racist. Because it's basically saying, like, blacks started out here because, you know, man started in Africa. And white people are up here, even though that's not what evolution says. But what did he say? To, I guess, back up his little fucking assertion that evolution is, in fact, a racist bullshit religion, ideology, whatever the fuck you want to call it. He said he got A in anthropology and A in biology. It's like, apparently you didn't get A in English, you fucking idiot. So, he saw my video. I believe it was called GQ Unit 69 is into his house or something like that. Just making fun of him. And I was just, like, going off on this guy. I believe it's still up, if you guys wanted to go and search for it. But, yeah, I think I was insulting him. I said, like, you know, he's the type of guy who drinks light beer with fucking mild buffalo wings, and him and his friends sit around watching UFC. Like, man, we could do this shit. This has been years. Fuck, I think this was back in, like, 2009 or 2010. But, so anyway, he found my video, or someone sent it to him, whatever. Maybe he did a vanity search for his name, which I do that, so I'm not knocking that. But, he sent me a PM that was like, fuck you, bitch. Like, I'll fuck you up, and all that. I'm like, alright, okay, so you can't defeat any of my arguments, so you try to threaten me. So he was saying, man, I'll meet you at any MMA or boxing gym you want. I live in California. And I'm like, moron, I live in Ohio. I am not going to fly to California to fight you. And then, of course, I mean, this guy being the fucking, just... being the cavalcade of intelligence, or whatever, I don't know, being the fucking super genius he is, he says, give me your address, I'll come meet you. Yes, because I'm really that much of a fucking amateur on here. But yeah, Mystical Force, he was a fan of his. He was like, oh, there's, you know, pure logic on this channel, something like that. I believe in the channel comments. I'm like, ugh. But the dumbest thing about this guy, the dumbest, and I almost forgot this, I'm so fucking glad I did, because he was doing these videos, he's like, YouTube pay me. It's like, okay, you don't get views. This is back when, like, having a partnership was actually a big deal. Like, you know, you had to get views, you had to have subscribers, you had to go through a lot of shit. I mean, like, it's not like, okay, you apply for it and they're just gonna give it to you like they do now. I mean, fuck, I'm a partner and I don't get that many fucking views and I don't have that many subscribers. So anyhow, he had, in this video, he's wearing something. And I'm like, what the hell is he wearing? It's a studded belt, but it looked like it had a piece of paper over it. And I'm like, what the hell is he wearing? Like, what the fuck? What the fuck is that thing? Then it dawned on me. It was a championship belt. So, he didn't even have the motivation to go out to a store, a Toys R Us, whatever, Meijer, Wally World, to buy a, like, WWE belt, like one that's made for children. At least that would have been like someone like, oh, okay, yeah, I see what he's doing there. But a piece of paper on a studded belt. That is GQ Unit 69 for you. Just, ugh. There are some other people I left off this list. People like Pinegrove 33, Brett Keane, a few others, but fuck it. I said but fuck. But anyway, let's go ahead and go to some of the questions I have on the actual video. Now, this is from a guy who subscribes to me, who's been subscribed to me for a while, named Downfall. And he actually saw that I have a Dragon Ball Z tapestry in the background. You couldn't really see it before because of just like the angles and shit like that. But you know, he was basically like, "Oh my god, you like that too? Why don't you talk about other shit?" And to me, it's like, I don't know. Maybe I could. I don't know. But I basically said, you know, you could ask who my favorite character is, and he said, I'm guessing it's Piccolo. How about favorite arc in the show? Now, first off, it's not Piccolo. Piccolo was my first favorite when I first started watching. This is back in like 1999, so long time ago. It feels like I believe I was about to start my freshman year of high school, and yeah, he was my favorite at first. Then Vegeta came in, and the thing is, as the story progressed, Goku and Vegeta became my favorite main characters. So, as a result, my favorite character is Vegito. That fight scene with Vegito and Super Buu was probably the greatest fucking fight ever. That's one of my two favorites. That, and then when Trunks, after they killed Cell, when Trunks went back to his own time, and he killed the androids in, like, no fucking time. Normally, you would think they would, like, spend about 10 episodes doing that shit, but no, it's just boom, boom, boom. 2 androids and Cell dead. Less than an episode. It was satisfying as all fuck, but Vegito fighting Buu, because the thing is, most of the time in that show, because that show is hokey as fuck, but I love it, but half of it, it's like, he's too powerful, oh shit, and it goes on like that, and then something happens, someone transforms, or they get something, and they finally overcome. But Vegito, he wasn't even Super Saiyan. He didn't have to. He didn't have to go Super Saiyan. But he just decided to, like, fuck it. I can do it. I'm more powerful than you are in my normal form, and then I can transform and be even more powerful. And he's fucking with him. Fucking awesome. And fuck Gogeta. I'm tired of people saying Gogeta Super Saiyan 4 beat Vegito. No, because I'm sorry, but they said Vegito, like that fusion, the Potara earring fusion is perfect. And also, there was like that whole thing, like they're rivals, so they were basically trying to fight each other for more power, like, you know, I'm more powerful than you, so it's kind of like a inner conflict, I guess, whatever you want to say. And plus, Gogeta only had a certain amount of time he could be fused, so Vegito would kick his ass. But anyway, so yeah, then favorite story arc on the show, see, that one's really hard. I thought the Saiyan, like the very first like Saiyan saga was very cool. They were going more into like Goku's history, but I mean overall, I mean it's really hard to say because I mean the Frieza saga was supposed to be the last. They were supposed to be done after that, and Cell was cool, Boo was cool. I don't know. I can't decide. I really can't. I just cannot answer that question. Weimu asks, where are my shoelaces? Well, hopefully in the eyelets of your fucking shoes, but I don't know. Finn of Leinster asks, why is Edible Napalm just the most lovable person ever despite being so belligerent? I don't know. In fact, Edible Napalm is one of those people I really don't get why he was so fucked with. I subscribed to him way back in like 2009, and he was always losing channels, even though he didn't really like do like anything bad. At least in my eyes, he attacked people, but for good reason. He wasn't just like going out of his way to be a prick. You know, he was like attacking people. Like if you guys remember, Spruce Panther Commit, this basically a black nationalist bitch, and she said that Laura Logan getting raped was perhaps karmic retribution. These were her words for apartheid. Right, that's how that works, even though Laura Logan had nothing to do with it, but whatever. And yeah, Napalm, I don't know why he gets fucked with all the time. He's funny, not the smoothest or the smartest person ever, but when it comes to comic shit, you can ask him, he'll probably fucking know it. So, yeah, I don't get it. Okay, an old subscriber of mine, really old, Dingle294, serious question. I think he has 2 questions on this, which is cool. But I think they're spaced out. But, serious question. What has been your favorite subject that you have discussed on your YouTube channel? Uh, Shit. See, I kind of wanted to get like a gotcha kind of scenario with these questions, so I kind of just browsed through them real quick before this video. But anyhow, I don't know. I mean, maybe the Illuminati, because since I used to be a conspiracy theorist, I know a bit about it. It's kind of like LaVey and Satanism. I know a bit about the stuff, so for me, it's a lot easier to talk about. I may not know everything, but for the most part, I know um, a nice chunk of it. Well, with conspiracy theories, I mean, they change all the fucking time, and there's no real evidence, so you'll always hear new evidence. So, yeah, I'd probably say that. Like, the Illuminati shit, even though people always want me to do more of those. And I just get more and more pissed off because I have to read through people's bullshit. Like, on all these, because I'm basically a sucker for punishment. So, I basically just, I don't know, maybe it's some sort of penance on my part. I have to, like, read through these fucking idiotic comments, but probably that. I mean, the MRA shit just infuriates the fuck out of me. There's been a few other topics. Political topics really infuriate me as well. But anyway, Sinistrad 1 asks, thoughts on Chapel Hill? I don't know. 2, what's your favorite TV show on right now? I'm assuming that that is like that question is basically asking like new shows. If that's the case, because I mean, pretty much I don't watch a lot of TV. I watch reruns of Seinfeld, Friends, Family Guy, Big Bang Theory. Even though I don't really understand why people just freak out over that fucking show, it's all right. The old Law and Order from like the '90s, I love that show. I love the old episodes. Well, I mean, it was pretty decent all throughout, but the old ones especially were fucking great. SVU, it's pretty fucked up sometimes. I still watch it. I've seen every episode, but of like new TV shows, I probably say Backstrom is really the only show I watch. I mean, when it comes to like new shows, I watch Agents of Shield. I just watch Agent Carter. They're okay. Nothing to get all happy over, but probably Backstrom. I mean, I know it's just House with cops, but it's enjoyable. And 3, what toppings do you like on your pizza? My favorite, even when I ate meat, was mushroom and onion. I love mushroom and onion. A lot of times I just kind of do cheese, and a lot of times what I've been doing lately is my own French bread pizza, and I try to do like vegan cheese sometimes because I don't mind that. And then just like cheese and sauce. If I can get fake pepperoni and fake sausage, I'll do that. So okay, let's go ahead. Brett Montgomery asks, number 1, what's your Myers-Briggs personality type? It is INTJ. I did that. I had to think about it for a second, but I guess it's like intuitive and then judgmental. Who's your favorite Pokemon? Why isn't it Metapod? And ironically enough, well, I guess it's not ironic. He has a picture of Metapod as his avatar. Metapod, I mean, I had him. I mean, I just evolved him because I'll tell this in a second. Mana of the Gods. Anyway, I just recently beat at least like first quest of Pokemon Fire Red. I've had it since like 2004. And I beat it back then, but I'm like, I'm going to get all the Pokemon. I'm going to get all 150, because I just really like the first 150. Just like all the Power Ranger shit I have is like the old shit like that I grew up with. But I only like the first like 150, but I never got all 150, because you have to have Leaf Green. I got that one for my brother, and he had actually beat it, and he didn't have a complete Pokédex, but I kind of cheated by proxy, because he did a lot of cheats, so like some things like Porygon, it's like impossible to get. And then I went through and I just like caught all the shit, traded over to me, and actually had a complete Pokédex. All 150. I was so fucking proud, except nothing happens in the game. That one guy in the building, he's like, "Oh, let me know when you get all 150. You go there, you get like a certificate." Wow. Oh, I went through all that trouble for nothing. But what really fucks me up is like you go to like the PC and it's like, "Oh, check your Pokédex progress." Oh my God, you have all 150. That's great. And then like after you beat the game, like you beat Gary, the elite fuckers and all that. Professor Oak's like, "Oh, let me look at your Pokédex." Oh my God, you have all of them. Like, yeah. Do I get something for that? Fuck no. But my favorite, look wise, is Charizard. He's fucking badass. I mean, he's a fucking dragon. I like dragons. Usefulness though, because Charizard, Charmander, if you get him in the game, you're pretty much fucked for the first few gyms. But usefulness, I would say, Squirtle slash Wartortle slash Blastoise. That was the first one I ever used, my first playthrough. I got that motherfucker up to like, damn, I think he was like a level 80, because that's pretty much the only person I use. Well, only character I use. But yeah, I'd say Blastoise overall. He's the most useful, has some of the best attacks, plus he can use surf and all that kind of shit. Number 3, would you rather be able to play every instrument or be able to learn every language? I'd rather be able to play every instrument. I mean, it seems kind of weird, but like I could pretty much pick up a lot of instruments and kind of figure out how to play it. Like I can't really read music, but I can really pick things up by ear. I don't have perfect tonality or anything like that. It'd be nice if I did. Okay, so Scat Cowboy. What's your favorite movie and why? I see. It's really hard to pick a favorite. I would say Clockwork Orange. And I actually dressed up. I dug out some old pictures. I actually dressed up like Alex, so I will put them at least one in right now. I know of one. So that'll be here. And why? To me, it's so many people they don't look at it in the right way. Some people like one asshole who's just trying to fuck with me back in the day. He was like, "The movie's about pure evil." It's like, no, read the book, idiot. It's not. It's about human nature. Should you change it? Alex is a bad guy, but he enjoyed doing the bad shit he did. But should we change it? Now, at the end of the book, he actually just becomes an adult. And I'm not going to really go into that because I think I've been talking too much with some of these questions. But again, that's why I'm going to break it up. Okay, so Dingle294 asked, listen, another question of his. Do you know that the Illuminati is real? Here's the twist, though. I'm the Supreme Leader, and I thank you for helping me keep my cover all those years. Mwahahaha. Not really a question, but... Cosmo Shidan asks... Well, there's a few questions here. Who's your favorite philosopher? Jesus. No, I don't know. I'm not really big on philosophy, but... Because I'm much more of like a non-fiction guy. Like, and philosophy's never really been like something I've been into. I mean, I've read a few different people. LaVey was definitely a plagiarist. And as a result, I kind of read some Ayn Rand as a kid. Aleister Crowley, Nietzsche. I don't know. It's really hard for me to say. Number 2. What are your thoughts on Friedrich Nietzsche's compositions? I have a few of his books. I enjoyed them. I mean, they were fine. I mean, it was definitely like more of like my gothic time, as if I don't do that kind of shit now. But they were enjoyable. I enjoyed reading a lot of his work, and that's why I actually went out and bought some of his books. 3, have you read any comics by Vertigo? Yes, I have. I wanted to pick up Preacher, but it was like next to fucking impossible to find. But I read the Swamp Thing comics. I believe I read some Sandman too. But I didn't read a whole lot of those. I've never really been a DC guy. I've always been more of a Marvel guy. But the Vertigo stuff was definitely interesting. More adult oriented. It was dark, really gritty. A lot of writers who aren't like really known for writing a lot of comics, but it was an interesting take. And the last one, for this section, number 4, what is your reaction to the Ghostbusters reboot? Honestly, I'm not one of those fucking people like, you're just raping my childhood. Where's it all women and they're fat and they're ugly? I mean, honestly, I don't think the cast looks like it's gonna work. I really don't like that. the Mike and Molly chick, the McCarthy chick, whatever her fucking name is. I do not think she's funny at all. I think she is irritating to look at. I think her jokes are fucking irritating. All the movies that she does, I just think they look fucking irritating. But honestly, I'm not gonna say like I know it's gonna suck because I don't know that. But when apparently Dan Aykroyd said they're actually going to do a Ghostbusters 3 with like the original remaining cast members, obviously minus Harold Ramis, but he said they're going to. But you know the guys who were who did the original Ghostbusters are pretty happy with the direction that the reboot's going. But whatever, I'm not gonna see it in theaters or anything like that. There's only 3 fucking movies I'm excited about this year, and that's Avengers, Ant-Man, and Star Wars. That's it. That's all I plan on seeing in the theaters. But anyway, so Sir Christopher McFarlane asks, 1, thoughts on Weezer's latest album? I haven't listened to Weezer in a long time. I kind of got into them for a while there. I remember their Green album came out, and I thought that was actually a pretty good album. But their latest one, I don't know. 2, favorite animated series. I don't know. I could go nostalgic, or I could go like more newer, because I don't watch a lot of cartoons these days. I mostly watch like some of the older shit, but I've always loved Ninja Turtles. Silverhawks was cool. The Ghostbusters cartoon, the one from the movie, not like the old Ghostbusters cartoon. That was always cool. Fuck, what else? I always loved Batman the Animated Series. The Superman cartoon was surprisingly fucking good. Same with Batman Beyond. The Justice League cartoon was damn good. Pinky and the Brain was always a favorite of mine. Shit, what else was there? When it comes to like Japanese stuff, I liked very little. I loved Dragon Ball Z, Trigun, as well as Full Metal Alchemist. Mobile Suit Gundam was pretty fucking good, but Gundam Wing was definitely the best. Those are the only 2 of like the Gundam series I really liked. But yeah. Number 3. What character are you cosplaying? This! No, I really don't understand the question, because to me it could go one of like 2 ways. If it's asking what I'm gonna be like cosplaying as at events, I don't do that. Even though I would like to cosplay as a few different people, like particularly because I wouldn't have to shave. I could just wear a mask. Sub-Zero from Mortal Kombat 2, that'd be cool. But if you're asking like in my videos, like am I cosplaying as someone, I actually figured this out. I am like the less funny American Coughlin mixed with a less smart Big Lundy mixed with a I'm kind of similar. I'm like the good version, like the normal universe version of War Corp 666. He's like my mirror universe counterpart, my evil clone or evil twin, whatever. But hopefully that answered it. But number 4, why do you make few videos? Well, here's the thing. None of you guys have to watch me. None of you. You really don't. I mean, the thing is, I'm not a video a day type of guy. I can't do it because the thing is, I don't want to bore you. I don't want you guys to come in here thinking like, well, he made a 15-minute long video, but it wasn't very good. I would much rather have something to talk about, something I feel comfortable talking about, and like I've kind of looked into it a bit, and to make sure that when you do watch me, even though you don't have to pay for it or anything, that you feel like your time was well spent. That's it. I really have no other way to say it. It's not because I don't have time, because I have plenty of fucking time now. For some reason, I've been having more time to do this kind of shit. But yeah, I don't want to waste you guys' time. So, Androgynous Buttocks asks, what is the weirdest music or barely music you've heard? And then, are you familiar with the band White House? I'll answer that one first. I am not. I do not listen to a lot of new music. My brother was actually criticizing me for that the other day, saying that you just don't like it because it's new. No, I just don't like new stuff because I don't like new stuff. I don't think it sounds very fucking good. As a general rule, I'm not going to say it's the case every time. There could be a new band that I love, that I just fall in love with, but for the most part, I don't even have radio in my car, so I don't hear a lot of new shit. But the weirdest music, I've heard. I would say, like, the weirdest popular, or the most oddly popular music I've ever heard is probably shit like Kanye West. I hate that motherfucker, period. I hate him because, and I hate a lot of this, like, new shit like that, because it takes, like, 20 fucking people to write a song. And the artist singing it had almost nothing to do with the composition of the song. And I know some people, they could criticize, like, a lot of bands, like, well, what if the singer doesn't write the lyrics? You know, Geddy Lee doesn't write a lot of Rush's lyrics. Bruce Dickinson didn't write a lot of Iron Maiden's fucking lyrics. Regardless, I mean, there is someone in that band that is involved directly making that. And they are playing the shows. They are doing things there. That is, you know, that they're behind that. But, you know, it just, all the music, it's pre-recorded shit. Shit. That's what it is. Shit. Fucking auto-tune. If I could kill him, I would. Well, if I can kill him and get away with it. But anyway. This is just kind of a dick sucking. I guess I'll kind of cut it off after this. But, you know, it makes me feel good about myself, you know. It makes me feel like, you know, I don't know. It's like having something big in your pockets, you know. It's like having 3 dicks. But, so Downfall said this, because we were kind of talking. I don't usually do this on Q&A videos, but like where I kind of talk back and forth to people, I kind of just let them do their thing, and then I'll answer it on the video. Like I said, you're energetic and entertaining, and I watch most of your stuff while doing other things. You get off topic a lot about random, also interesting shit that I didn't know about. It's like an encyclopedia of interesting but useless information. I know it's weird to me. I know it's weird, but to me, I don't just watch your videos for the topic that you nail over the head, but it's like you tell a really interesting story. I don't really know how else to explain it, why I think your channel is good. Well, thank you, Downfall. You're alright, no matter what everyone says about you. So, that'll be the end of part 1. Let's just go right into part 2.